Now at 6, terror on campus. A gunman opens fire inside the FSU library.
I will never forget the look on his face. It was actually, he yelled, in the video, "I've been shot, there's a gun." 3 students shot, others just escaping with their lives.
2 of the books that I had checked out had a bullet hole in them.
The gunman killed by police. Tonight, live team coverage of the campus shooting. Tonight, we are learning more about the gunman who was a graduate of FSU. We've got live team coverage. Ted Scouten is in Tallahassee. Peter Dench is in Weston with parents of students who were there when it happened. And Cynthia Demas with the very latest on the shooter. But let's begin with Ted Scouten live in Tallahassee. Ted?
No, it's not winter. Hey, Elliot. Well, a vigil is just wrapping up here on the FSU campus. You can see students still leaving that vigil right now. They were there remembering and praying for those who were shot. And today, the police identified that suspected gunman. They called him a man in crisis who left behind written and video journals. Less than 24 hours after gunfire rang out at the library, FSU students stand together at a solemn vigil.
We will make it through this.
They're remembering those who were injured when shots rang out in the library.
Last night's events were without a doubt some of the hardest times this campus has ever faced.
Zain Sajid from Parkland was inside the library when the shots were fired, and panicked students began running for their lives. While many barricaded themselves inside rooms, Zain had no choice but to flip over a desk and hide.
I was scared. First thing I could think of as my phone was about to die, I texted my mom, I texted my dad, I told them I loved them.
Today, police are learning new information about suspected shooter Myron May. He's an attorney and FSU alum. Investigators say he carried a loaded .380 semi-automatic with more ammo in his pocket. He's accused of shooting 2 students outside.
Oh my God, are you okay?
And 1 person inside, an employee. He's identified as Nathan Scott. We're told he's recovering from a gunshot wound to the leg. Investigators say after that shooting inside, May reloaded and went outside where he had a deadly confrontation with police.
He refuses to surrender. As a result of this encounter, Mr. May is shot and killed by the officers.
Everyone just sprinted. It was just like survival instinct at that point.
Tim O'Hara is a student from Davie. He bolted through an emergency exit to escape. Just as he got outside, that's when police fired on May just feet away from him.
Everyone was honestly just running for their lives at that point because the gunshots were so close.
The big unanswered question in all this, why? Police are poring over written and video journals May left behind. They tell us May was a man in crisis, that he felt he was being targeted by the government, but did not give details.
There's no indication, any information that we have at this point of why he selected the library or to do this on the campus.
And at the vigil, FSU's president made it very clear that the Seminole student body is a very strong student body. As a matter of fact, he said classes are going to resume tomorrow and the library will reopen. So he said things here will get back to normal. Live in Tallahassee, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News.
Ted, thank you. Today